So, Shin Gojira is the 31st Godzilla film in the Godzilla film franchise, the 29th film produced by Toho, and Toho's third reboot of the Godzilla franchise. And the plot of this one, without spoiling anything for those who have not seen it yet, revolves around Japan dealing with a new threat that emerges in the middle of Tokyo Bay, pretty much. And when it turns out this weird looking creature is coming out of it, they try their best to stop it but can't because of civilian life, and the creature manages to destroy a good part of the town in the process before returning to the sea. Later on, Japan prepares to have this plan in place to prepare for this creature's return, of course. But when the creature does return, the plan changes because the creature has now fully evolved into a land-walking creature. So now the Japanese government has to work together with the US government to stop this monster, and in order to do that, the US president sends this Asian American chick to Tokyo, which is the hot chick in the trailers for whoever saw the trailer to Shin Gojira, to help get things done. But man, the best was yet to come, and quite possibly this is probably my favorite Godzilla film in the entire Godzilla series because of how strong of this story was told. And to be quite honest with you, Godzilla is only in 4 key shots of this movie. I'm not going to say scenes, I mean 4 times you see him throughout this movie. In the beginning, in his first form, to when he evolves into his second form. And then when you see him again in his third form, pretty much, which is when he comes back as Godzilla, as we all know and love, and stuff like that. But I'll tell you what the key scenes is. The beginning, when he comes back as Godzilla, when he's in the middle of town but he's not doing anything for like 10 or 15 days, and then the ending. That's it. What you get instead is the human element, which is going to piss a lot of people off. But this is really the story of Japan and how they became independent, and how they didn't rely on stuff to get stuff done, how they came so far and few in the head in times. This is pretty much their story, and Godzilla is the leverage to boost their story even further. So pretty much they mix the truth with science fiction. And in all honesty, that worked. I liked it. I loved it. And not to mention, this is their very first all-digital Godzilla. I'm not counting Zilla from Godzilla Final Wars. That was just a CGI render of a piece of shit to make fun of so that the real Godzilla can kill in 10 seconds flat. But their own creation, this is the very first digitalized Godzilla. It may not look like it from the trailers, but again, you didn't see what he can do in the trailers. And by the way, I love Godzilla's secondary attack. Yes, the atomic breath is there, but there's a new attack in his arsenal. It is badass. I did not see that coming. It just blew everything away, and it was awesome. Now, I gotta talk about the CG, because CGI is good to a T, but when it comes down to certain scenes, it gets kind of cartoonish a little bit too much. That's my only gripe about that, especially when it comes to Godzilla and his secondary attack, because that's when it shows the most in this movie. The acting so far is top notch, of course. I'm not going to say anything bad about that because it's all in Japanese until the Asian American chick gets her, because she can speak English and Japanese. So she was cool in here. There's no love story between the two characters, the younger guy and the older, the hot chick, as everybody thought they were going to be. She's there to serve a purpose, and that's mainly it. If they're going to have a romance, it's going to be in a future updated entry in the next Godzilla film. So, as of right now, nothing's happened. So don't worry about that. And this movie is the longest Godzilla film, I think, in Toho's history, running at an even 2 hours. That's right. Big baby, baby. And Funimation, I gotta thank you, because usually you like to dub a lot of shit, like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. Funimation gave us the Japanese cut of this movie. Therefore, I am calling this movie Shin Gojira. And by the way, the name Godzilla and Gojira do coexist in both English and Japanese in this movie, to which one of the Japanese officials say in Japanese, who really cares what his name is at this point? Which is a nice little tease, says, who gives a fuck what his name is or is not in Japanese or English? He's a fucking menace to be reckoned with. Let's kill this bitch. I like that. That was a nice little nod to both English and Japanese alike. So, hell yeah. All in all, CGI and all, Shin Gojira will get an A- from me. Thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and I love the little tease at the end. So, if you were lucky enough to get a screening of this, I don't know if this is a one night only thing, but it's the only night of the week it was labeled, so I had to come and see it, because fuck yeah, Godzilla, Japanese Godzilla in the theater, widescreen in all HD quality. I was not going to pass that up, and I didn't, and I had a blast. Literally a blast. And if you see the movie, you know exactly what I mean. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about Shin Gojira down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I will see you guys later.